What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. I'm Nick. Thank you so much for watching. If you've been following along, I got the car here to Vegas. We're troubleshooting it now, and it's unfortunately an electrical issue, which we got to find out. But as we move forward through the troubleshooting process, we're starting to get closer and closer to the issue. And I mean, hopefully it's something as simple as a ground, but who knows what it could be. I mean, electrical demons kind of are a nightmare, but I'm confident that we can do it. Anyways, as you see in the title of this video, I paid $4,300 for this thing. You might be asking yourself, what is that? Well, let's open it up and see what it is. So, as you can see, I paid $4,300 for this, a license plate.
Hell no, goddammit.
And you might be asking yourself, why? Well, when I picked up the car, I didn't pay the sales tax on it, so when I had to register it, I had to pay sales tax and registration. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, why do you have a South Dakota plate? Well, in the state of Nevada, it's 8.2% a tax rate, plus an outrageous number for registration, which my total bill would have been almost $10,000. Whereas I am still able to register cars in South Dakota because I used to live there once, they only have a 4% tax rating and a very, very low registration. I only paid $75 to register this car, which is absolutely insanely low. Since I actually don't physically live in South Dakota, they won't allow me to get a personalized plate. Also, I think the plate is very ugly, but for the savings I got over Nevada, I will take that any day. I know there are tax loopholes where you can go and register for 0% in Montana, but you have to have an LLC, and it kind of gets a little tricky. And you know, everybody, as soon as you see a Montana plate, you know, Bugatti or something with a Montana plate, of course nobody wants to pay, you know, all the tax on a car they spent so much money on. Also, with tax on used cars, I think it's just kind of weird that you would pay tax on a used car. Somebody, when they bought this car new, paid tax on it. And it doesn't make sense to me, you know, like if I were to sell one of my guitars, I would sell it on eBay or I would sell it on OfferUp, you know, say the price is 600 bucks. They would come over, give me the 600 bucks and be on their way. They would not have to pay tax on that guitar because I've already paid the tax on it when I bought it brand new. So, I mean, I guess I get it a little bit where they are very expensive. Cars are, you know, that's the second largest purchase somebody would get other than their house. So I kind of get where the government is trying to get their money out of it, but at the same time, it's, I mean, at the same time, I still think taxation is theft. Anyways, today is SEMA day 2. We're gonna head down to SEMA right now and catch it. I don't know that I'll film anything again for you. Like I said before, everybody and their mother is filming SEMA, so I mean, I'm sure you can watch it on their channels. However, I did get a text from Chaz, the guy who previously maintained this car, and he's actually on his way to SEMA right now. We're gonna meet up and we'll see if we can't get him over here to help me out trying to figure out what is wrong with the car. All right guys, so SEMA day 2 is over. Like I said, I didn't film any of it because everybody's filming it. Anyways, we got Chaz here. It's a small world. He actually DM'd me the other day on Instagram saying that he used to be the maintainer of this car for the previous owner. And it's a small world because he actually knows some people that I was in the military with. Joe Accorda, man, that was a cool shout out because he was in too before he started working on cars. And I mean, it just, everything about this journey with this car so far just seems a little bit, it just seems surreal. Like it's all starting to come together, but we're getting closer towards the problem. Hopefully we can figure something out and go from there. We'll get this thing back on the road before you know it. Hey guys, so remember this that was inside the car and we couldn't get it out because of the cage? Well, Chaz said we should just move the cage, and so we can get back in there. You see, move the cage, just popped it forward, and now we can access all of the goodies in here that you couldn't see before. So now it's much easier to work on, and hopefully this will make it a lot easier to find the fault that we're after. Would you look at that? Is it a ghost? Mario is back on the channel for the first time in forever. Yeah. And hopefully the Hispanic mechanic is here. We can use him and Chaz's knowledge together to really get this, the creative juices flowing and getting this thing done. All right, you see the Hispanic mechanic Mario hard at work over here. He's pulling out the driver's side ECU, and you know what? It was never even tied down or bolted down in the car. It was just laid behind the car, and that's how you actually test.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
But
got that juice.
also, we put this saran wrap on the side. If you guys need clear bra, hit us up, because I'd say this is pretty good. And it's a lot cheaper than other guys will charge you. We charge you $800 to do this. Yeah, but you get what you pay for. All right, so as you just saw, Mario just tested all the wires from the throttle body to the ECU, and they're all good. So that's actually a really good sign, because it would just be a pain in the ass that if one of the wires was broke to actually replace it. And also Mario was also saying that Audi uses a special wax which is made out of like peanut oil, and rats and rodents really like to chew on that. And Chaz was saying that Honda has like a rodent repellent tape that they put on all of their wiring harnesses so that rodents actually don't chew on their harnesses. So that's a good thing, because I'm sure Mario has seen it in other cars, and I have seen other R8s that have had that issue where rodents were chewing on the wires, and that's a really good thing that that's not the issue in this car. So on to the next thing.
I don't want to drop the CCU, right? So we found a couple things. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm buzzed. This is not the right time to... Okay, I'll try. So what we found is, as you guys can see this right here? That is water spots, right? You see this right here? That's screws missing. There's screws missing on the ECM, guys. So whoever built this car did a phenomenal job. It looks awesome. But I don't know, man. I honestly think they didn't reseal it properly. And Nick just informed me that it just so happened to be after he washed the car, drove through the rain, the car randomly shut off. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take it to one of our good friend, Alish, at RTM Performance here in Las Vegas. And he actually does custom dyno tuning, and he can check the circuitry of the ECM independently from anything else and make sure everything's good. But yeah, these water spots worry me. The wiring is completely fine. There is nothing in between the throttle body and the ECM. Straight wire, and it's good. So at this point, there's nothing else for us to do. It wouldn't even do basic settings, nothing like that. So yeah, the next step, Alish, we're coming to you. As you guys can see, this one, at least is Velcro. Psych! There's nothing. There's not a thing in here. I don't know, Nick. I don't know. No bracket. Somebody with ugly writing started writing on it. They didn't put a penis on it, which is not nice. More water spots and no bolts. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you don't tune a fucking ECM. Put it back together properly. Fuck. You don't take 5 bolts out of a wheel and just put 2 back, right? Right, Nick? I hope so. Yeah, RTM is gonna take care of Nick, because RTM always takes care of us.
All right, just like that, the night is over. We got the ECUs out, and you know, we've seen the water. They're not sealed properly, so we feel pretty confident that that is probably our issue. Anyways, it's time to wrap it up for the night, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, it's Thursday, day 3 of SEMA, and it's actually the end of the day. I had to actually go to work today, and I didn't really get out of work until a decent time, and then I had to go return Mario's phone to him because he left it at my house last night. It was just a little too late to head down to SEMA today, and that's all right. I really needed a nap. I've been really tired lately, especially with this car keeping me up. So I decided to do a little resting today. So the update with the ECMs, which you can see are all bagged up behind me here, RTM Performance is actually closed until Monday of next week. So I won't find out if they're good or bad until next week sometime, which is kind of a bummer because I really wanted this car back on the road, and I have some pretty big YouTubers that wanted to collab, but that's okay. I'm sure the opportunities will present themselves as time goes on. It just happens to be that there's a lot of big YouTubers here in town because of SEMA. But that's all right, whatever. We just gotta roll with the punches. Hopefully, I'm really praying that he actually says that the ECMs are damaged, and then we can move on from there. If he can pull the tune off of them to put on a new one, or even if I have to buy new ones and we can re-dyno tune the car, that would be a cool video too. But just as long as we can keep this process moving forward instead of being stagnant and still for too long. I don't want it to end up like my poor M3 Miley. That would just break my heart. With all that being said, if you like this video, hit that like button below, smash it if that's something you want to do, subscribe if you already have it, and we'll see you in the next video.